When you look at the numbers, it's hard to argue against Apple's dominance in the smartphone industry. According to Demand Sage, by 2025 there are already more than 1.56 billion iPhone users around the world, and of those, 155 million live in the United States alone. That's not just impressive, it's mind-blowing. Apple has maintained its position as the king of smartphones for well over a decade, seemingly untouchable by competitors. But what if the tech landscape is about to shift? What if Apple's biggest rival doesn't come from Samsung, Google, or Microsoft, but from an unexpected player, Tesla? Now, most people still think of Tesla as an electric car company, and it's true that their EVs changed the auto industry forever. But Elon Musk has never been satisfied with letting Tesla be defined so narrowly. To him, Tesla is a technology company first and foremost, and its products, from solar panels and energy storage to humanoid robots, prove that. While Apple once dreamed of creating a self-driving car to challenge Tesla in the automotive space, Musk has been busy with his own dream, one that could shake Apple's dominance at its core. That dream is the teslapiphone, sometimes called the PY phone, and it's unlike anything we've ever seen before. This phone is expected to launch next year, just as Apple unveils its iPhone 17, and Musk himself has hinted that the Tesla device is designed to compete directly with Apple's flagship. The boldest part? Rumors claim the Tesla phone will come with built-in Starlink satellite connectivity, potentially offering free global internet to anyone who owns it. Imagine a smartphone that works anywhere on Earth, whether you're in the middle of the Sahara, at the peak of Mount Everest, or stranded on a remote island. No towers. No carriers. No dead zones. If Musk pulls this off, the Pi phone isn't just an iPhone competitor, it's a game-changer that could disrupt the entire telecommunications industry. But before we dive into Starlink, let's take a step back and understand why Tesla even has a shot at challenging Apple. The iPhone, since 2007, has defined the modern smartphone. Every major leap, whether it was the App Store, multi-touch screens, or Face ID, was tied to Apple's releases. But after nearly 2 decades, that spark of innovation seems to be dimming. The iPhone 16, released in late 2024, is a perfect example. Despite Apple spending billions on research and marketing, the phone didn't impress. Many users felt it was almost indistinguishable from the iPhone 15. Elon Musk even roasted it on X, mocking it as little more than 2 new buttons and a new color. He sarcastically added, "For only $50 billion in R&D, what a bargain." And the criticism stuck because for many, upgrading to a new iPhone no longer feels exciting, it feels obligatory. That disappointment has put a lot of pressure on the upcoming iPhone 17, but early leaks suggest it could make things worse. To achieve what they're calling the thinnest iPhone ever at just 5.5 millimeters, Apple has reportedly shrunk the battery dramatically. Instead of the 3,500 mAh cells found in the iPhone 16 Pro, the new iPhone 17 Air may only carry around 2,800 mAh. That's not just smaller than the last iPhone, it's smaller than many mid-range Androids. Combine that with little improvement in RAM or processing power, and you start to see a troubling picture. Apple may be sacrificing function for fashion. Sure, it'll look stunning and feel impossibly light, and yes, younger buyers may love the design. But what happens when your ultra-thin iPhone can't last the day without dying? What happens when it cracks from a small drop because the casing is so delicate? These trade-offs might finally give a real opening to competitors like Tesla. Elon Musk isn't interested in making the thinnest phone. He wants to make the toughest, most practical one. The Tesla Pi phone is rumored to be built from grade 6 titanium, the same material used in SpaceX rockets. That's stronger than the titanium Apple just started using in its iPhone 15. In fact, Musk even reassigned some of his SpaceX engineers to Tesla just to perfect the titanium process for the Pi phone. The results, according to early tests, are insane. Drop an iPhone from 6 feet and there's a good chance the screen will shatter. Drop a Pi phone from 13 feet onto concrete, and it might only end up with a couple scratches. That level of durability is something Apple simply hasn't prioritized. Tesla isn't just thinking about toughness, though. They've designed little details for real-world usability. For instance, the Pi phone may include something called a smart grip sensor. Built into the frame, it can detect when you're holding the phone loosely or about to drop it, and it vibrates as a warning. For older users or people with shaky hands, that could be a lifesaver. The dimensions are said to be 5.72 inches tall, 2.75 inches wide, and 0.29 inches thick, slightly bulkier than Apple's ultra-thin design, but still sleek enough to fit comfortably in a pocket. The display is no slouch either. Tesla is reportedly going with a 6.9-inch AMOLED panel, protected by a nanoscale shield glass that's about 25% stronger than Apple's ceramic shield. With support for HDR10, Dolby Vision, and adaptive color technology, this screen promises to be vivid, sharp, and comfortable in all lighting conditions. Security will include both 3D facial recognition and an under-display fingerprint sensor, giving users multiple secure options. And just like high-end iPhones, the Pi phone will be IP68 water-resistant, but thanks to the titanium build, it should withstand harsher conditions for longer. Then there's the camera system. Tesla is expected to launch multiple versions of the Pi phone, ranging from 3 to as many as 5 rear cameras. The flagship sensor could be 50 megapixels, beating the iPhone 16 Pro Max's 48MP lens. And paired with 3x optical zoom and a powerful LED flash. But here's the twist, the glowing Tesla logo on the back isn't just for style. It reportedly doubles as a sensor that enhances photography, turning a design detail into a functional advantage. Battery life is another area where Tesla might blow Apple out of the water. The Pi phone is rumored to carry a massive 6,125 mAh cell, compared to the iPhone 16 Pro Max's 4,676 mAh and the iPhone 17 Air's rumored 2,800 mAh. That's more than double the capacity of Apple's next phone. And here's the kicker, it's not a normal lithium-ion battery. Tesla is pioneering aluminum-ion batteries for smartphones, giving them double the energy density, far less heat, improved safety, and almost no risk of fire or explosion. This could mean 3 to 4 days of battery life on a single charge, compared to the 1 or 2 days we're used to. Charging speed is respectable too. The Pi phone should go from 10 to 80% in about 35 minutes. Musk has said Tesla doesn't want to chase ultra-fast charging like some Androids because it destroys long-term battery health. Instead, Tesla is prioritizing durability. And for the adventurers, there's even talk of an ultra-thin solar panel built into the back of the phone. It won't replace regular charging, but in an emergency, it could give you enough extra juice to make a call or send a message when you're far from civilization. With Tesla's experience in solar energy, this idea actually makes sense, and it fits Musk's vision of energy independence and sustainability. But hardware is only half the story. The Pi phone won't run iOS or Android. Instead, Tesla has been quietly building its own operating system, called XOS. Based on Linux but rewritten from scratch, XOS gives Tesla full control over design, security, and integration. Unlike Apple and Google, which collect user data to fuel their advertising empires, Tesla's pitch is maximum privacy. The system adapts to your habits, learns your routines, and personalizes your experience, but without turning your data into a commodity. And the real strength of XOS is how it connects with Tesla's other products. From unlocking your car to managing your Powerwall battery system, to even controlling the Optimus humanoid robot, the Pi phone could act as the universal remote for Musk's entire technology ecosystem. And then there's Grok AI. Unlike Siri or Google Assistant, Grok will be baked directly into the operating system. It won't just answer questions, it'll control Tesla devices, manage offline tasks, and connect to Starlink. And that brings us full circle to what might be the Pi phone's biggest advantage. With Starlink integration, the phone could connect directly to satellites for internet access. No SIM cards, no contracts, no carriers. Just instant global coverage at speeds up to 250 megabits per second. That means no more dead zones, whether you're in Antarctica or out at sea. Telecom companies make hundreds of billions selling data plans, but if Tesla offers free or low-cost satellite internet bundled with the phone, it could collapse entire business models. Musk may use profits from Tesla's cars, solar, and AI projects to subsidize the network, or he may offer a free basic plan and a paid premium tier. Either way, the potential disruption is massive. Now, you might think all of this sounds insanely expensive. But leaks suggest the Tesla Pi phone could launch for just $799. For a device packed with titanium, aluminum-ion batteries, satellite internet, and a custom OS, that's shockingly affordable. But then again, Tesla has done this before. Remember the Model 3? Musk cut margins to sell it at a lower price, quickly building market share, then monetize the ecosystem around it. The same strategy could apply here. Tesla doesn't need to profit from the phone itself, it wants to pull you into its universe of cars, solar power, and Starlink. For $799, you're not just buying a phone. You're buying a ticket into Musk's vision of the future. So here's the big picture. Apple still dominates in numbers, but its strategy of thinness and incremental upgrades may finally be catching up to it. Tesla, on the other hand, isn't playing the same game. The Pi phone isn't just about competing with the iPhone, it's about redefining what a smartphone can be. Durable, self-powering, AI-driven, globally connected, and fully integrated into a larger ecosystem. The question is, will people take the leap? Will they leave the comfort of iOS or Android for something entirely new? That decision will shape the next era of smartphones.